there are a lot of competent civilians, believe it or not, and I think they ought to maybe look at maybe going a little too far on this militarization side.
So let me ask you, if I can now, about the retired Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn. He's come under fire. You and I talked about this recently for some of his tweets involving conspiracy theories about Hillary Clinton, including the fact that he argued that she was involved in everything from money laundering to sex crimes with children. That led to the scene we witnessed at Comet Pizza, not far from our offices in Washington, D.C., just a couple of days ago. The retired General Barry McCaffrey initially strongly supported Flynn, but he had some striking comments when he spoke to NBC News yesterday. I want to play this.
I'm now extremely uneasy about some of these tweets, which don't sound so much as if they are political skullduggery, but instead border on being demented. So I think we need to look into this and sort out what's going on here.
Border on being demented. What's your take on what you've seen from Michael Flynn so far? And frankly, what should Donald Trump do about it?
Well, I mean, I'm not a medical doctor, so I can't really talk about whether it's demented or not, but it's awfully far out there. And when you hear about a national security advisor with conspiracy theories, you should worry. You should also worry about the fact that the national security advisor is not going to be vetted by the Senate. It's not going to be approved by the Senate. So I just hope that they know what they're getting with this gentleman. Certainly some of these things that have come out in recent days, including the view that somehow the Iranians were behind Benghazi, these are very odd and very out there. And I think one thing that people need to bear in mind of what you're looking for in a national security advisor is someone who can bring the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Defense, bring all these people together, agree on what are good options for the president, make sure he has more than one option, that is your opinion, but make sure he's comfortable with it, that he has a range of options. And I think the jury is still out because I think this guy is a little way out.
Little last question, a little bit out of your strike